Ned Lamont's Glock Ban has passed committee 24-12 and could be on the House floor very soon. We have details on the bill and the way you guys can help us shut this down here in Hartford. Aaron Dorr here, Connecticut Firearms Association. So we already have the worst gun control laws perhaps of any state in the country, right? A ban on AR-15s and similar firearms, a ban on magazines over 10 rounds, gun registration, red flag laws, deadly storage requirements, handgun purchase limits, permits to buy ammo. The list goes on and on and on. Every time this happened, the Democrats in Hartford tell us it's to stop criminals. Of course, it was bullshit then, and it's bullshit now when it comes to the Glock ban. None of the laws that we have on the books, nothing that's passed in Hartford has ever stopped a single criminal, and it never will. They were never designed for that, though. The goal of these bills has always been to disarm law-abiding gun owners bit by bit. And that's the goal of House Bill 5043. This bill bans the sale of Glock and other types of handguns that can be modified by simple tools to shoot fully automatic. So, right, a criminal takes a gun, modifies it, kills somebody, robs somebody, whatever, and Ned Lamont then wants to blame us and make it a crime for us to buy the most popular handgun in the country. That makes a ton of sense, right? So don't fall for the BS that these gun laws are about trying to make things safer. It's not. It's about disarming us. It's the same as banning trucks or truck sales because someone drives drunk and kills somebody. It's asinine, it's illogical, and we all know it. The clear purpose of this bill is to come that much closer to disarming every single one of us in Connecticut. So hit the link below, fire off your email to your state rep, and tell him or her to vote no on Ned Lamont's Glock ban. Now, there's multiple traps contained in this bill, multiple things that Ned Lamont hopes some gun owners will look at and say, okay, I don't really care about this bill very much, and make it easier for the bill to pass here in Hartford. The first one of those is very obvious, very simple. I don't own Glocks. I don't like Glocks, so I don't really care. Well, we can't fall for that, right? Because obviously, if Lamont can ban the most popular handgun brand in the country, he can move on to other popular handgun brands next. That's going to happen. We all know it. Not to mention the fact that even though you might not like Glocks or own a Glock, your adult daughter might want to buy one. Your granddaughter may want to buy one. And she would not be able to have a very effective self-defense tool under this Glock ban. The second trap Lamont hopes that we fall for is the old grandfather clause. I already have my Glock. I already have my Glocks, so what do I care? Well, first, as gun owners, we have an obligation to defend the gun rights of the next generation as our fathers did for us. That's number one and perhaps most important of all. But secondly, we have to know this. Blue states all over the country are trying to repeal grandfather clauses right now. This wouldn't last very long. For example, Rhode Island banned AR-15s last year with a grandfather clause. Right now, they're working to repeal the grandfather clause to grab all of them currently in circulation. So the old days of a grandfather clause, they're coming to an end. It won't last very long here in Connecticut either. And finally, Lamont hopes that some gun owners will say, well, it can't be that bad. Law enforcement supports the Glock ban in Hartford. But that's a mistake also. Police chiefs support this in some cases, but police chiefs are appointed by mayors. They're not elected. They're political animals first and cops second. That's why police chiefs almost always back gun control. They want to keep their job in being the good graces of the mayor. So, guys, again, right now it's time to get very loud. Hit the link below and send your pre-written email to your state rep and senator. Tell them to oppose HB 5043. The beauty of this email program, by the way, guys, is your opposition goes right to your own legislator. For the most part, the mass opposition doesn't count for a whole lot. We see it in committee over and over. We saw it, in fact, with this committee hearing just 2 weeks ago. An 8-hour committee hearing, 36 members on the committee, and at no time were more than 2 or 3 Democrats ever in the room, right? They bring in 2 new members every hour, rotate them in, rotate them out. Meantime, gun owners are stuck sitting there for 8 hours trying to make their voice heard. And if you get to testify, you look up and there's like 3 or 4 members actually in the room. And even then, if you're not from their district, they don't really care what you have to say. Right? That's always been the problem. But pressure from inside their district, which is what your email represents, that's a whole different story, especially in an election year if they're in a swing seat. So hit that link, fire off your email to your rep, and then take a moment and share that link with your friends, family, anybody else who cares about stopping the Glock ban. Give them that link and have them fire off their email as well. It's happening fast, guys. It always does. We'll keep you informed as best we can. To get more involved, go to joinctfa.com.